Robbie, looking at, I guess, the current Liverpool side, obviously I know you've still watched them closely at most games. What impresses you most about watching this current Liverpool side, and how exciting as an ex-player is it for you to see Liverpool play in this current style?
You know, I'm obviously involved with the club, but you know, first and foremost, I'm a supporter of the club. You know, I want to go to the game. I want to be, you know, excited by, you know, what we've got, players. You know, obviously, I want us to win games. I think the players that we've got now, certainly going forward, you know, they more than excite anyone. You know, you want to go to the game, you want to be sitting on the edge of your seat. And I think with the likes of Mane, Firmino, and in particular Salah at the minute, you know, these are players who are very easy on the eye. You know, you enjoy watching them, and you know, people want to go and see these type of footballers. I'm no different. You know, anyone who sort of excites you, you know, will get me off the seat. You know, I'm all for that, and we're quite blessed at the minute because we're so talented going forward. I said before, you know, defensively Liverpool, you know, at times the start of the season we're a little bit lax, but I'm actually really pleased for Lovren because I think he's a fantastic player, and I think the addition of Virgil van Dijk coming in, I think will certainly help him as well. So you know, I'm optimistic about the next few years. You know, obviously the Premier League is well and truly gone this year. But the way, you know, that Jurgen's got a team playing, you know, the way the players are playing for him, and the progression that we've certainly made, I think we're in for, you know, a good few years.
Robbie, who was your toughest opponent, and who did you enjoy scoring against the most?
Toughest opponents, you know, without sounding egotistical here, I was never fazed by playing against anyone. You know, don't get me wrong, I played against some, you know, fantastic players. You know, I think of the Man United pairings of maybe Steve Bruce, Gary Pallister, you know, Ronnie Johnson, Jaap Stam, and later Rio Ferdinand. I mean, they're all, you know, brilliant players. But you know, I was never fazed by playing. I used to enjoy playing against them because you know, me as a player, I wanted to, you know, play against the best, and these were at the time. So yeah, I mean, no individuals, but always partnerships. You know, it was always special. And I forgot the second part of the question. Enjoy scoring against. I think it's fairly obvious. Being a Liverpool lad, I think any goal against Liverpool or Man United was always great.
Robbie, you've spoken about, I guess, the current side and how much you're enjoying watching them play and watching their progress under Jurgen Klopp. What do you think it's going to take next year to be up there and challenging? What areas do you think this current side maybe needs to improve to go that extra step and that wait for the title?
I don't think it's a case of what we need to do. I think certainly as a club and as a, you know, supporter, you know, you want to strengthen every single year, because you know, if you're not strengthening or you're not bringing players in, other clubs are going to do that. Now, winning the Premier League gets harder every single year. You know, we look at the Man City teams who are spending big on players. You know, Man United are spending bigger players to do that because they want to get to the next level. You know, unfortunately, that's the way football is. And if you're not spending money, you know, it sounds horrible, and you're not bringing players in, then you're sort of maybe going backwards. So just to keep up, you know, you do need to sign players. You need a squad to get bigger and better. You know, I wouldn't obviously name any, you know, individual players coming in, but as always, I think it's important that you do bring new additions in, just to keep the ones who are there on the toes. I said before, the progression Liverpool are making at the minute is fantastic. So you know, if we can keep doing that way, you know, bring a few more players in, then you know, I don't think we're a million miles away. But one of the problems that we do have is other teams will do the same thing in top four. So at the minute, it's maybe just about stabilising ourselves, you know, getting where we are and keeping it, get that consistency going, and yeah, hopefully, you know, sooner rather than later we'll be talking about Liverpool as champions again.
So just one final question from me. Apparently Mane has now broken your fastest ever hat-trick record, so we were just wondering if you'd had a little chat to him about that since that happened. I
actually haven't spoken to him, but he's not even my favourite Marnie anymore, so yeah, that's gone over a few people's heads, that one. Yeah, and in all seriousness, I think, I mean, I was lucky enough to have a, you know, fast hat-trick, 4.5 minutes I think it was, and look, I'm still proud of it, as much as it's not the fastest record in a minute, but mine was against a very, very good Arsenal team, whereas Mane's was against, you know, a poor Aston Villa team at the time, so yeah, I'm still happy with mine. Yeah.